So how exactly do you build a personal brand? This video is aimed at people looking to build their own personal brand, which I honestly believe should be everyone. I promise you, a personal brand will change everything you do. It will 5x your opportunities, maximize your influence, and help you build any business. For example, take a look at the success of Christian Guzman with Alpha Elite, and even people who were already extremely successful did so much when they built a personal brand and 5x their business. So I'll go through the things that I did to fuel my own personal brand and help boost my own income. Let's get started. First of all, what is personal branding? In a nutshell, your personal brand is how you promote yourself. More specifically, you are someone that has something to offer. Whether it be entertainment, inspiring other entrepreneurs, talking about personal finance, it's whatever you want your reputation to be. If you truly want to impact the world, then a personal brand is one of those long-term strategies that will make it entirely possible to do so. It will help you get your message out into the world, and it will also give you the platform and credibility to reach millions and millions of people. So the first step that I ask everyone is, what do you want to be known for? Really just take a moment and think, like, what are the things that I want to do in life, and also what am I really passionate about? For example, if we look at my own personal brand, it's still sort of in the beginning stages where I'm still a generalist. I don't really know exactly what I want to focus on. I talk about like personal finance, investing, stocks, entrepreneurship, a bunch of different things. However, I do have a main overarching goal, and that is to inspire and help people to live non-traditional lives with financial success. Pretty much everything I do and talk about directs people at making money in different and sort of non-traditional ways. Anything really that isn't a W-2 9-to-5 job. I'm a huge proponent of non-traditional income sources, and as a result, I think that becoming an entrepreneur, working for yourself, and having money work for you is the ultimate way to live life. It's what everyone should be doing, but unfortunately, that's just not entirely possible. It's not what the school system sets us up to be, and as a result, I just want to be the source of inspiration and knowledge where, yes, even if you don't have a very traditional career, you're doing side hustles, you're just working for yourself after graduating college, that can still work out. It worked for me, and if I can do it, that means that any of you guys can do it. One thing you have to realize is that it's okay to change your focus and change your strategies over time. However, you do want to focus most or all of your efforts on that overarching goal. Yes, that goal can be a little bit generic, but that's okay. As long as you do things every day that get you to that generic goal, whatever you do exactly doesn't really matter. And you can shift your focus, you can change your strategies. That is totally okay. Just the thing is, you want to have that goal and you want to start moving towards it. I will say that at some point you probably will want to niche down, because when you niche down, it makes success a lot easier. The best personal brands are very focused, and ultimately you want someone to be able to describe your personal brand in one short sentence. Okay, the second thing you want to focus on when creating a personal brand is just creating value all the time. Value should be the one word that influences everything you do. As a beginner, your content should never be with the intention to just sell. It should be about giving value, giving as much of it as you can without expecting anything in return. And you'll find that by doing that, the things you'll get in return are gratitude, appreciation, and all these things that make you genuinely feel very good. However, of course, that doesn't pay your bills. At some point, you will want to have an offer. You want to create an offer that you can sell to your followers and to your clients. This could be like coaching, this could be writing a book, this could be creating an online course. There are tons of ways that you can still continue giving out value, but making some money out of it. But if you're just starting out, if you're someone like me who's still starting out and working on the personal brand, you probably won't have an offer or a product for quite some time. But guys, that's totally okay. Right now, the whole purpose, everything you should be doing is to get those followers, and to do that, you need to be creating value, helping people, inspiring them, and really not expecting anything back in return. So guys, here's what I want you to do. Think about how you want to start changing people's lives, and then just start building content that will make that possible. For example, let's say you're trying to help people out with personal finance. Start thinking about the content that you can begin creating about savings accounts, about investment strategies, retirement accounts, how to use credit cards. Like literally the list is endless. If you want to help people out with being able to create delicious vegan meals, then start accumulating a bunch of recipes that you have done yourself that you love that will make people want to become vegan. Film those recipes, show the whole process of making the food, and show the final result and show how good it is. Any category that you want to help people out in, there's going to be a million, a billion different ways to make content to get you there. But the value you're giving out should create a positive impact. And everything that you put out should leave your viewers smarter or more inspired than they were before. Really just seek to change people's lives. Oh, and guys, guys, a really important thing, people don't follow others who only just talk about themselves. People only follow someone if there's something in it for them. And that sounds a little bit shallow, but it really is not. In this world, there are millions and millions of influencers of personal brands who are all vying for your attention. There's no way I would follow someone if I'm not getting anything in return. So just keep that in mind as you're building your personal brand. Think, is the type of content I'm making actually making people want to follow me? Are people actually getting something out of hitting that subscribe button? If the answer is yes, then you're doing the right thing and keep doing that. But if you find yourself answering no, if you're just making content that doesn't really help people out, that doesn't really, give them some type of entertainment, then that's when I would definitely rethink my content strategy and push it more in the direction of creating value. Third thing you want to do when building your personal brand is being consistent. And this is one of those things that most people aren't able to do. It makes sense. I mean, your personal brand is a journey. Your most loyal audience, those who you impact the most, will follow you on your journey. Will see months and months of videos. They'll be reading your Instagram posts and just be looking forward to your content for years and years. Yes, some people will just see one piece of content and then just follow you, but to fully impact them, you'll have to keep creating more and more content, all of which keeps helping them and of course makes them want to keep following you. Now I know saying just be consistent is quite generic. So what I mean by that is you need to create consistent content across all platforms. For me, my main ones are YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. It's really time consuming. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. Like creating content across different platforms is going to eat up a lot of your time and it's going to eat up a lot of your mental strength. However, if you really want to invest in your personal brand, this is what you have to do. Now, I will say that right now, I think TikTok is the best platform to get on, especially if you don't have a big Instagram following or a YouTube following. I see TikTok as the best funnel, and TikTok is just the platform where the most number of people will see you. If you think about it, people on YouTube probably watch maybe a few or 5 videos per day. However, on TikTok, people that are consuming content will see hundreds and hundreds of creators. If you're able to stand out and if you're able to put a good call to action on your video or on your profile, this is the best way to get new people to see your content and subscribe and follow you on your other platforms. So that's really how I built out my YouTube and my Instagram. I created a lot of call to actions and popular content on TikTok, and then I sent those people to my other platforms. It is for sure the best return on your investment of time you can have right now. And all that consistency will lead to a tipping point. For some, it's going to be a very big tipping point, like it was for me when my channel just really started growing fast. But for some other people, it's going to be a slower tipping point, but it still will be a type of tipping point. Just know that everyone's path will look a little bit different, but that's the beauty of it. Now, I know a lot of people will say that I am sort of like an overnight success with my personal branding because just my YouTube, my TikTok and stuff really just took off. But I will say that I have been making content since 2017 and I've seen extremely slow growth. Granted, a lot of that was because I was not consistent with my content. I would make videos, then I'd stop, I'd make some more videos, and I'd stop. In April, you guys, I literally made 1 to 2 videos almost every single day. And coincidentally, that is when my channel really took off. I just want to say that consistency is so important for your success in pretty much anything. You'll also want to be consistent with the type of content you make, your style, as well as how you brand yourself. So yeah, you guys, this third point, consistency, that is a huge one that you need to really take into consideration. Okay, my fourth tip to creating a successful personal brand is to be yourself and to be extremely genuine. Authenticity is the key principle that any personal brand has to have. And to do so, you need to show your audience who you are and what you believe in. You'll want to show people your skills, your credentials, and your mission. And deliver it in a humble way. You don't want to come off as super cocky. Well, I mean, I guess if you're normally cocky, then I guess don't change that. But I don't know, that's up to you guys. People love behind the scenes. People love Instagram stories because it shows your day-to-day life. It shows something that's a little bit less scripted. And that really brings out a lot of authenticity for your platform. You guys, the audience is smart. They can totally tell if you're BSing or if you're inauthentic. If you're doing something that isn't in their best interest or is just completely fake, they will catch on and they will call you out on it. So yeah, you'll have to build trust. In order for people to take your advice, to be inspired by you, of course they're gonna have to trust you. Why would someone continually watch someone or try and learn from someone if they didn't believe in what they were saying? So think about your favorite influencer, someone that really inspires you, that you really look up to, and think about how they give off authenticity. Think about all the actions that they do on social media that make you more drawn to them. And what you want to do is just emulate that. All right, my fifth tip for building a personal brand is creating a website or an offer. Now, don't worry about this until you have completely mastered the first 4 steps, because without those, then this step just won't matter. So a website is pretty much a landing page where people can go to and see what you're all about. Though you have to have social media accounts on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and others, those are actually platforms that you don't own and that you don't control fully. That's why it's important to have your own website that's hosted by yourself that you fully control. With any personal brand, I mean, a big part of it is just giving value, but another part of it is you're building your own personal business. And to make it a business, you have to monetize it. So when you get to this step, you can start thinking about the ways that you can actually monetize your personal brand and have it help you with your other businesses. This could be things like merchandise, affiliate marketing, services, consulting, coaching, online courses. I'm not going to get into the millions and millions of ways that you can monetize a personal brand, but just know that having a personal brand will lead to so many different opportunities to making money. Now, there are a lot of platforms that you can use to build your website, and I've used Squarespace, Wix, WordPress, and they're all really good. Squarespace and Wix are amazing platforms. They're all in one, they make everything extremely easy, and they look amazing. I'll leave a link below if you want to check out these 2 website platforms. And on the other hand, there's WordPress.org, and this is a much more customizable and complex software that you can use. It's hard to set up, but you can customize pretty much anything, and they also have a ton of powerful apps and features that you can put on your site. The bad thing about WordPress is that you need to buy your own domain, you need to have your own hosting platform, and for lots of beginners, I just think that's a lot. Like, you don't want to focus all your time on building this website. So that's why I say for beginners, maybe you can go with Squarespace or Wix. But if you really want to learn the web development side of things, then WordPress is the right way to go. And there are a ton of extremely affordable web hosting platforms such as Bluehost and Namecheap. I'll also link those in the description below. So here's your long-term strategy. So you'll want to have your personal brand, and you'll want to be able to find a way to turn those followers into clients. And in doing so, you're able to help them out way beyond that free content. I'll make more videos about the details on how you should make your website, but one of the big things is to have a call to action. Your website doesn't really have a purpose if there's no call to action and there's nothing that you're selling on your website. So make sure that your offer is, of course, first, really good, and that it's very visible on your website. I have to stress that you guys should not be focusing on your website at the start. Create your other social media platforms, start growing them by making consistent content, and then you can start focusing on your own personal brand website. I literally just finished making mine, so you guys can check that out in the description if you're curious. So guys, in conclusion, I have to say that personal branding is something that is so amazing. A personal brand will allow you to create more and more sources of income. And if you know me, I love having multiple and different sources of income. It just makes life a lot more interesting, and it's just something that I'm all about. It's literally free marketing for any future business you decide to start. And as a result, it makes your chances of success in any business you start much higher. My last message for you guys is to just take action and get out of your comfort zone. Put your head down and stay consistent, and I promise you guys the results will come. I hope you guys found this video helpful. The whole purpose of this channel is to give you guys as much value as I can. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to share with a friend, and also hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content just like this. I make a ton of content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. So that's it for today. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.